Oh, man, I thought it was excellent. You know, I kind of wanted to get in on the action myself, but it was fun seeing guys fly around, making plays. You can see the emphasis on what Coach Lovie Smith has been preaching on the turnovers. Honestly, should have had 3 more of them, but that's just continuing to find the ball. Take advantage of those opportunities. Had 2 3-and-outs to start the game. Can't ask for a better way to go and start it. Great. Did an awesome job. You see, guys, it's just a lot more aggressive. Guys are downhill. I personally am a big fan of the 4-3 system a lot, just because it's a lot more aggressive and downhill. Guys are able to just make their reads faster.
Trey, for the confidence, the atmosphere, the way you come off that first preseason game?
I think it's great for the locker room. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this is a preseason game. I mean, that's not, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, these scores and these settings are going to reset. But I think it just does a tremendous job for the locker room and guys being able to see that, hey, this system works. The plays that we're putting in, the atmosphere we're creating, if guys buy into it, it works. And we're going to get turnovers with this. So I think it's just really big for team morale in that sense.
With Trey getting that interception?
Oh, absolutely. He just got another interception today. You know what I mean? He's just continuing to buy into it more, and all it is experience and reps. You know, he's trained from a cornerback his first year in the league, and the more reps and more experience he gets, the better he'll get at seeing things faster. He'll be like, oh, I've seen this play before. I know I need a fit here. And so he'll just continue to get better. He's been doing a great job.
How much do you take pride in and embrace the role of becoming one of the big leaders on this team?
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. It's fun for me in the back end. Just because I like being the guy that kind of gets guys aligned. I feel like safety, middle linebacker too, but safety is also a position where you get to be kind of like a chief on the back end. You get to see the whole picture. You get to help put guys in the right spot. So I feel like my biggest job as far as on the rest of the guys on the team too is to be a resource for them, because if I'm playing my best ball and nobody else is, we're not going to win that way. The only way we're going to move this shit forward is we have to continue to get everybody on the same page and get better. So I want to get everybody in the lineup into their best position possible in order to make plays. So that's my job as well.
Who was the person that you looked to, or that kind of? I mean, I know you were probably always like a born leader, but like when you got to the NFL, was there
Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky that I've had a bunch of guys I got to look up to. I got to look up to J.J. Watt, Jonathan Joseph, Tyrann Mathieu was a very strong emotional leader that came through. Kareem Jackson, just a pro's pro. So all those guys, I got to take a little bit of everything from them and add it to myself, and in turn try and spread that to the rest of the guys on the field around me.
Just the first time you're not going to be playing with a new safety next to you in your career.
Great. It's awesome. It's awesome.
What are some of the benefits of that, having a
chemistry, man. Me and E. Murray and me and Lonnie, we just know each other. Like, I know their strengths and weaknesses. We already have a chemistry going to where I know the spots he likes to be on the field in certain coverages. He knows where I like to be at. The communication is there. We're speaking the same language. Even terminology that we had from last year, we can still use those same terms together. We just are able to use things from that experience together in order to be just tighter, man. You know what I mean? So it's really nice that I get to have a partner in crime that I've had before for the first time.
Was that particularly hard last year without the off-season program?
Yeah, it was definitely different. It's an adjustment just because teams that had cohesive units throughout time had a better advantage whenever we didn't have those reps, and teams that were new did not. You know, that's just what it was. So it's really nice this year that we have on the back end some of that chemistry.
In that communication, how much of that is like new defense and still learning some of this still? Is there still more that y'all are learning?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Smith is going to add stuff as we go. I mean, we haven't even gotten the game plan yet. This is still the preseason. But the defense is fun for me. I'm actually lucky that it's not my first time learning it. My brother played in this system back in 2013. So we actually talked ball about it before. So it's funny to see it come full circle from the defense he taught me back then is the one that we're playing in now.
What are some of the helpful things he's told you?
Really, it's just like some of the backside reads. I don't want to get too much into the details of the coverages. You know what I mean? But it's just keys. You know what I mean? You can read your own linebackers in this defense just because it's so aggressive, and how the linebackers are making their reads. You can actually get a read off of them for your read. So you can read the offense and you can read your own players. So it just goes hand in hand. You just got keys that let you play faster.
Let's do a couple more guys.
Tremont Smith? Oh, man, I wish he took that one to the crib. That punt return he had, I really wish he was one player away from taking that to the house. I thought his interception was excellent. The PI call that he had on him, I really didn't think it was a PI. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I thought it was great coverage. So I think he's doing a great job, man. His man coverage is really good.
Do one more. All set. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Boom. No problem.
Oh, that first game was real fun. That's what we've been waiting all camp to do, is go out and compete against somebody else. And didn't get tired of lining up against our receivers, but it was fun seeing somebody else. And on that interception, I just felt the routes. I've been getting overs and digs the whole game, so I just kept that in the back of my mind. I seen him just take off, and I just tried to beat him to the spot and made the play.
Justin say what you took to the house. Did you feel like you had a chance to do that?
Not with the toe tap on the sideline. I think he's more talking about the punt return. I feel like I should have got that punt return to the house. I'm going to get you this week, though. It was a good, not watching it for the fourth or fifth time. It was, I give it to him. It's whatever. Ref ain't want to argue with me on the field because it was just so bang, bang. But it was a good call at the end of the day.
I feel like you're fitting in here so far, and what do you feel like you'll bring to the table?
I'm fitting in real good. You know, me and Justin Reed and Lonnie Johnson, we trained over the offseason together. So I came in knowing some familiar faces already, and the coaches did a good job of getting us all close together during the OTAs and just working hard. And, once we in here, we bond together real quick, so it wasn't bad at all.
Your background with Coach Ross, so I like that helps you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I also knew Coach Ross from last year in Indianapolis. It's a guy you'll love to play for. It's like I could not come play for him, so it was a great choice by me and obviously by him coming to play with coach for the Texans.
What's the success of the defense to move the locker room, move the players, the atmosphere, that kind of thing? Coming off, I know it's a preseason game, but coming off that game.
Oh, it's real good. The D-line held their own. That's the reason I praised D. Rivers for my pick for that, because he was all in the quarterback face, made him rush it. But D-line played a real good game. We had, 2 strip sacks. So it starts up front, and then their job, they make our jobs a lot easier in the back end.
Can you notice the time that is less time you have to be on your man, the aggressive D-line now?
Yes, it just forced the quarterback to throw real bad throws and just rush his throws so he can't get in his drop or get his proper read. So, as long as our D-line rushing like that, us on the back end, we're going to have a real successful year.
What's it like playing for Dino Buster?
I was with Dino in 2019 in Philadelphia for probably 2 or 3 months. So, just coming from that and just knowing his background, how hard he worked on his way up to get to this coaching job, and just how hard I worked to get in this position, it was a good connection. Yeah, just feel like we got a lot to prove. It's all new guys, pretty much on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal. We got a couple on a 2-year deal. So I feel like we're here to prove ourselves and just ready to put the league on notice. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Just gave all the credit to the D-line for the way you played, the leading up to the picks, the turnovers, jumps, strip sacks you had. What do you think about the way your D-line played?
Everything starts up front, and I said earlier in the offseason that the D-line brings the juice, D-line brings energy, and when the D-line's up, the rest of the defense is up, and when the rest of the defense is up, the team goes. So, I truly believe that the energy and the effort, comes from the D-line in terms of how our team responds and plays.
Does it start with Bobby? He plays for a linebacker before. What's he like as a defensive back? What's kind of the attitude?
I think if anything, he can be a lot more hard-nosed. There's less responsibilities on us in terms of coverage, and how we affect coverage is through our pass rush, and really just focusing on the small details of our game and being violent and being physical. Those are things that we work on and preach all day and every day. And, just being enthusiastic. You get paid to play football. So it's been real dope.
In terms of the defense, now that you've had more time in the system, are you feeling pretty comfortable just with it and liking what you're doing now?
Yeah, I think it's like a homecoming for me. Being able to put my hand back in the dirt. I was at Temple for 3.5 years and played true defensive end, and it's dope. I'm a lot more comfortable playing defensive end rather than outside linebacker, honestly. So it's been nice. It's been real nice to get back to that.
What weight did you play last year?
Most of the year, like 242, 252.
What was the trick to having the weight?
Just eating more.
What led you to eat more?
I ate a lot more rice, honestly. I ate a lot more rice. Rice.
Is that fun when you don't have to worry about staying small?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't really have to watch as much as what I eat. I'm a leaner guy, so I don't have to really watch as much what I'm putting in my body. I kind of get
cheat meals besides the rice?
Lefties.
Yeah.
Is it great not having to worry about getting any coverage?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's dope. It's dope. It's a blessing for sure.
I mean, obviously, I haven't put in any regular season game plans yet. What are you guys focusing mostly through kind of getting this defense, the new scheme, game ready?
Yeah, I would just say focusing on the small details. Focusing on things that us as a defense can control, and that's our effort. And that's turnovers. Actively punching at the ball, actively making moves and being in the right positions. And knowing and doing your job. And once you know and do your job, you can play. You can be the athlete that you're gifted to be, and play fast and physical, things like that.
How much do you think is left in the bag with Lovey as you go out?
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, Lovey's been around for a long time. Sorry, it's not a shot at Lovey. I'm not calling him old, but he's been around for a long time. No worries. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.